This is an angle relations problem that definitely falls into the difficult category. The only way we're going to be able to attack it is if we go through each of the answer choices one by one, ruling them out as we go. So we're given the information that points V, W, X, and Y are collinear. So that just means these 4 points are on the same line. And we're also told that points Z, W, and T are collinear. So that means these 3 points lie on the same line. We got some vertical angles there then that might come in handy a little later. And we're also told that angles V, X, and T are right angles. So that's a 90-degree angle. This here is a 90-degree angle. And a little disconcerting the way they said angle X here, because we have TXW and TXY, but both of those are going to be 90-degree angles. So let's clean things up here and go through the answer choices one by one. First off, we have YT is perpendicular to ZT. So that is this line here, YT. We're told we have a 90-degree angle perpendicular to a ZT perpendicular to YT. So that is definitely perpendicular. We're given the 90-degree angle. Cannot be the correct answer. A. So let's clean it up again and look at the next one. Angle Z, angle V, Z, W, this one right here, and angle XTW, this one right here. Are those two angles congruent? They are, in fact, congruent. It's a little bit subtle, but if this line here, TX, is perpendicular to this line here, if VX is perpendicular to TX, and if ZV is perpendicular to VX, basically, if this one here and this one here are both perpendicular to this one here, then that means we're dealing with parallel lines. And because parallel lines give us the alternate interior angles for this transversal here on the diagonal, that's creating alternate interior angles, which should be congruent if they're parallel lines. So not only does that rule out B, because B is justifiable, it also rules out E, because VZ and TX were just shown to be parallel. And that only leaves answer choices C and D. So yet again, let's clean things up here and see if we can choose between our remaining two. XY congruent to TX. Certainly could be, but the question is, do we have evidence to justify that? I don't see any evidence immediately, so this is quite possibly our correct answer. And then let's rule out D, though. Triangle, ZVW. So this triangle right here, is this triangle similar to this triangle here, TXW? And the answer is yes by angle-angle similarity. We showed these two angles were congruent earlier. We have vertical angles here, and we know that these are both 90-degree angles. We have congruent angles, therefore we have similar triangles. So D is justifiable, which makes C the correct answer. While that might be true, it is not justifiable based on the given information.